A tribal patriarch receives word that his daughter-in-law is pregnant out of wedlock. He issues an immediate sentence: she is to be burned alive. This is Judah, a man who spent years building his own estate away from his brothers. He has raised 3 sons, Onan, and the youngest, Shelah. Judah arranged for his eldest son, to marry a woman named Tamar. But died suddenly, leaving Tamar a widow without an heir. This triggered the ancient law of Levirate marriage. Since died childless, Onan was obligated to marry Tamar to continue lineage. But Onan refused, spilling his seed to avoid providing an heir. For this, Onan met a sudden divine execution. 2 sons dead, and Judah is left searching for a cause. He ignores his son's actions, instead viewing Tamar as a cursed presence responsible for the destruction of his family. Watching his youngest son, Shelah, Judah experiences a deep psychological terror. He fears if Shelah marries Tamar, he'll be the 3rd to die. Judah tells Tamar to return to her father's house as a widow. He promises she can marry Shelah once the boy is old enough. Judah uses the boy's age as a pretext for delay. By making her wait indefinitely, he keeps his last son safe while appearing to honor the legal requirement. Judah's move protects his lineage, but places Tamar in a legal vacuum, sentencing her to a life of isolation and dependency. Years pass. Tamar remains in her father's house while Shelah grows into a man. She watches as Judah's own wife dies and the household moves on, but the call for her marriage never comes. The realization is stark. Judah's promise was a stall tactic, and she has been discarded. For a woman in this society, being a childless widow meant total erasure. Without a husband or a son to grant her a legal identity, she possessed no financial security or standing. Tamar changes her strategy. She removes her widow's garments, covers her face with a veil, and positions herself at a crossroads where she knows Judah will pass on his way to a sheep-shearing festival. Her presence at the crossroads is a calculated, preemptive strike against the patriarch who removed her from his family's future. Judah approaches, failing to recognize his daughter-in-law behind the veil. He offers her a young goat for a one-time encounter. Tamar accepts, but demands a physical pledge to hold until the goat is delivered. She asks for 3 specific items: his signet ring, his cord, and his staff. These objects represent Judah's personal and legal identification. They carry his signature and tribal authority. After the encounter, Tamar slips away. She returns to her widow's garments before Judah's messenger can arrive with the payment to retrieve the items. Tamar successfully extracted physical proof of Judah's actions, securing a guarantee for her own survival. 3 months later, word reaches Judah that Tamar is pregnant. Judah's swift execution order allows him to bury his own guilt and incinerate the living reminder of his broken promise. As she is led to the fire, Tamar shows no signs of panic. She does not beg for mercy. Instead, she sends the 3 items to Judah with a public message: the father of her child is the man who owns these things. Judah recognizes the symbols of his own identity. He realizes he has been outmaneuvered. He stops the execution and makes a public confession. He admits that Tamar is more righteous than he is, because he failed to give her to his son as the law required. Righteousness in this story emerges when a marginalized woman uses tactical brilliance to subvert a corrupt system and force the truth into the light.